Hi, it's Chris, and welcome back to the sea. What do we have on the show today? Today we have a small mail time, and this comes to us from Miss Theresa, Mr. Jack's wife, down in Texas, old Pintz and Amiga. So thank you, Theresa, for this. I've peeled off the address labels for privacy, and there's a note that says, Dear Dr. Chris, hello from the Pintz and Amiga family to yours. This is Pintz and Amiga Mom, and I'm sending you some bucky nuts.
What the hell did you just say?
I know the last time we sent you a care package, you got to taste the bucky nuts, and then Jack said your daughter and wife took off with them, and I didn't give you, and did not give you any more. So I've sent this just for you this time. I hope you can enjoy the bucky nuts. I love your show, and I watch it with Jack when they come out, and I thank you for all you do, and have a great time fixing the machines. Love, Amiga Mom, Theresa. Greetings and salutations. So, Theresa, thank you for this. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, boy. Bucky's Beaver Nuggets, cinnamon and sweet. Whoop! And Bucky's Beaver Nuggets, traditional. These, if you've never had these, Bucky's is a massive resort. It's like, it's a fuel station, gas station, petrol station to you guys in the metric zone, and the big convenience store. They sell everything, homemade roast beef, and they make their own smoked meats and sandwiches, and it's incredible. And I went to a Bucky's down in Tennessee while they were building it, but never got to experience the full Texas Bucky's, the largest ones there are. Over 100 pumps. But they sell these things, and I've had them before the last time, and I thank you guys very much. Yeah. They remind me of like the cereal, the whatever it is, Golden Pops, or I don't remember. And they have honey and sugar. They're really healthy. You know, they have a whole boatload of chemicals and brown sugar, cornmeal, corn syrup, vegetable oil, soybean, polymassa, flavor. But I'm going to try these cinnamon beaver nuggets. Cinnamon and sweet. So there we go. It reminds me of the flavor of a warm bowl of either oatmeal, cinnamon sugar, honey, that cream of wheat breakfast. That's what it reminds me of. These are going to be gone tonight. So, Theresa, one of my 3 female viewers, thank you so much for these snacks. I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. Now, let's get back to the regularly scheduled program. Hey, it's Chris, and welcome back to the sea. What do we have on the show today? Today we had a big box from Mr. Josh N. Here, Dr. Chris, here's the motherboard from my Amiga 2000 as discussed. When I turned it on, the screen stayed dark, but it sounds like the hard drives were doing something in the background. I used to run a BBS on this device, and it was set to boot it on start after a power outage. I don't know what's going on. Also, while taking apart, one of the pins on the floppy connector came off the board. I, as well as probably many others, are extremely grateful for everything you do for the Amiga community. Thank you in advance, Mr. Josh. Let's open this pickle here. Purple gloves. Because I've been wiped the F out with illness and what in the Sam hell. We have an ICD flicker-free video. I haven't seen one of these in a long time. Alright. ICD flicker-free video is like a flicker fixer. This, I was told, was a switch for the PAL NTSC jumper to flip it. It's a frickin' Rev 4.
Don't make me angry.
Kickstart 3.1. It's got the Varta of death in there. 28.63636 clock. But yeah. It's it might not work. Also, just a little bit of damage to the battery. That's a start. Loreana and friends, let's first get this out of here. Yeah. cut, and then you can lift it up on an angle. And I'm left-handed, so I'm your way. I apologize. And there's our Varta. Chris, I'm happy that you're wearing gloves. Me 3. We can get a better look at our battery damage now. Yep, that's great. Luckily, this is ground plane. That's ground plane. 2 lines to the clock are going to run right underneath her butthole. And there's also a VCC rail right here. But that's not my concern at the moment. Let's get this ICD out of here. Take it to the side. Triple stacked Denise socket. SIL turn pin. Worst you can do. Next up is this CPU right here. I'm just going to rebuild it right there. And I'm not turning this on. You know why, because it's green and it's not going to work. I'm soaking it in deoxit, so I can use this little tool. It's a Wera with a number of 127456. It's a little forklift here. And then I can, it's like when I was talking about the screwdriver. It's, sheesh. Sounds like me standing up. Phew. Why does my Amiga not work? I don't know. Oh yeah, she's got the crust. You can see all the goodness of chunky, funky monkey. Now the deoxit is taking away from it a little bit, but you can see her hue right there. That's great. We'll put that to the side. How's the socket look? Is utterly horrid. Next up is the kickstart ROM, because if you got a leak here, you got a leak here, and I'm gonna have to pin all this out anyway. It's got some metal shavings and some, I don't know. I had 500 2000 1983 to 1984 Commodore. Put that there. Not too bad. And 32 of our friends in the RAM department. CPU socket has something in it. Could just be, nope, I don't know what that is. Board flex galore. This is what I'm talking about. People bend their cases, and the cases get bent, and they crank these screws down, but it's just flexed out. Can you fix it? You can. We're going to take her out of here because it's partially been removed. Keyboard connector is Varted.
Got this ultimate set of tools. I can fix it.
Get my 5mm on my iWalmart toolkit. Break these off. Oh, God. Then we'll get the case off. We need to see underneath her dress here before she goes to the prom. Pop this out by bending it down a little bit. Pull the board up. And pull the board forward. Pretty good. Backside, pretty good on the old fingerprint front. There is a little bit of rust here in the corner. On the back, it's clean. On the front, we get the Varta barf right there. And underneath her skirt, surprisingly enough, but looks can be deceiving, the bottom looks nice. There's a big scratch across here. Previous removal, who knows? No major work's been done to her ever. So we're going to need a socket. We're going to need to remove the battery schmutz. And here's a telltale sign of a screwdriver lift and pry. On the top of the CPU socket, you can see these data lines have been pried on. That's from sticking a screwdriver in there and lifting. With the deoxit soaking in, now you can, she's darkening up. That's fine, it's just the oils going into the board. You can see the leakage area of the battery, and it just kind of ran up her skirt. Normally it's 1 through 12, but this time she went all the way into the high 30s. And when we're ready, I'll test it without this ICD flicker fixer. At first, we'll just stick Denise in there, see if we get video diagram, etc., and we'll go from there. I'm going to add solder to this so I can remove it. Add to remove, yeah. This original solder is going to be old, and we're going to need to mix it with some more modern stuff in order for it to melt, especially with the acids that have gotten in here from the battery. You want to have something that's able to melt a little easier. Solder added. I'm going to get the solder sucker station. Okay. Sockets out. I'm just going to use my poker to kind of wiggle the pins because I don't want to rip the gloves all apart. Typical Rev 4 hell. So here next to resistor pack 64, 63, 62 black rings. One you can't even see. This is just really bad in here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rings. Most likely gone. I don't even see any rings on here. Great.
This chick is toast!
I'm probably going to have to remove the resistor pack also because it doesn't have, if it doesn't have rings, it's not going to talk to this, and therefore these little dots that go to Agnes and the ROMs and everything else are going to be messed up. You're going to notice in here there's a bunch of pry out. See the gold bands in here? That is not factory. That's from sticking your thing in here and prying. It's also right here on the top. You can see a piece. So they've been in here before. Somebody's been in here. Hooper's hooch. And just some scrub up to see if we can recoup something. Oh, blackness. Unlike most revision 4s, it doesn't have the pepper flakes of splatter. While it's alcohol, I'm a fiberglass pen it. See if I can get any rings back. Let's see what it looks like after a scrub. Oh yeah. Just try to clean up the points. Fiberglass pen on the dots here. It looks better, but it's not 100%. We gotta evacuate the resistor pack and get that out of there. This is our main Valley of Death, but luckily I'll be able to wire, if needed, right through here. 1, 2, 3. You can see a big yuck splatter, burn, melt, rot, something right here. Let's get this battery post out. Sorry, you can't see that. That's the battery schmutz resistor pack. What does it look like? Uh-oh. We got green juice. Oh man, look at that. Yep, not good. Beautiful. But, is it as bad as it looks? I don't think so. Just toss some flux over the area, and we're going to debraid it. Pull all that nasty stuff up. Make sure you breathe real deep right here, just so you get a good sample. Nothing left. Oh, look at that. Diarrhea. Cha-cha-cha. That's going to take more than a fiberglass pen. Alright, let's right-handedly, which I am not, do these points here. They are waking right up. So there you go. Next on the agenda is I need to pin out some points. For that, you're going to need a multimeter. Make sure your cables are tangled up. Test your points for beep. Alright. I'm using my Sprint layout viewer. So we're going to go with pin 64 first. That goes here to the Zorro slot, or CPU slot. See how it's kind of crusty in here? Well, that's a hairball, but there we go. And then we go to 603. over here on the 4th pin down. I'm trying to show you, but there. That's that one. Goes across to RP900 right here. Do I have it? Womp, womp, womp.
Emotional, damn it!
This little line that runs around this dot above it goes down, you can barely see it, and then it also jumps straight across to this dot, but it's crusty. See? So this needs to be removed and reflowed. And from there, it goes to the ROM over here. But it's got it. So that's 1 pin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got a break. So from the resistor pin 3 goes to this dot here. Don't have it. See? We got a break right here. So let's pretend that that's connected, and we'll go to the 5th pin up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Broken! But remember, all these F's in here? Yeah, she is just so freaking crusty. So as you can see on my blurriness, we got it right there. That's an open line. So, fudge. Oh, I have it to here. Okay. So, to this mess, you can see the cocaine forming. So I have it to here. So now, from here to here is broke. So what I'm going to do, ouch, is stab myself and expose the copper. I'm going to soak it down with alcohol, and it is broken literally right at the ring. Right at the ring. Amazing. So how can I fix that? Well, I don't have to wire it. I could, but I don't have to. I can fill that with solder and get it back. Well, let's see where the ring is breaking at. I can tell you where it's breaking at right now. It's like right here. See? See that dark spot of death? So, it is right there. You can see the reflection of it. Where the reflection is, there's a line. It goes bip, bip. Now I could put a pin in here and wire it to here, or I'm going to just drag solder across this. Not to hit this point, of course, but oh wow, that punched right through. Huh, well, that's good. See how these are busted up too? They got to be gone through, as do all these. You can see the crustiness in the line. This one apparently worked. This one miraculously was okay. This one might be a problem. We don't know. We haven't gotten to them yet. Look at that. This is just a blunt poker, and it's just ashing out. Look at that. Hi, Varta. Now can you see the break in the darkness? There you go. Perfect. You can see the break right there. Holy crap, Chris. You really filled it in, didn't you? I did. That's okay. Now, let's see if it does the beep beeps to the from the CPU to the ROM. 63rd pin here, and then here, and then here, and then there. Now I gotta be careful when I solder the resistor pack back in. I don't superheat that 3rd pin, so I melt my bridge here. How do you know where the ROM buttons do? How do you know you can just beep them and find out where they go? Because I've done it a couple 1,000 times. The line of scuzz ran all the way up. But look how nice and clean they turned out. I'm going to mainly focus on the traditional 1 through 12. Got it. That's these guys right here. Octobus transceivers with 3-state inputs. Come on everybody, what does that mean? Octobus transceiver with 3-state inputs. This thing, these 6 chips of glory on a revision 4 and a 6. 6s have resistor packs on this one and this one, 604, 603. But these guys take signal from CPU, do nothing, or towards Zorro. So 1, 2, 3 states. They're either doing this or doing that. So yeah, they arbitrate the Zorro signal. So if your Zorro's not working, 99.6% of the time it's U600 up here, but it could be 604, 603, 602, 601, or 605. 600, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So U600, 601, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of times it's U600 or it's 604. But I guess depending on your battery damage or your level of yuck, it could be any one of those bastards. So on this 68,000 thing here, I need to scrape this away. You see the break? Yep, me too. In case you can't see it, due to the lighting or whatever, the break is right there. Little tiny. That one might have to be a wire. See what we can do. We got a bunch of busted lines. I can see them. Painting a new line with metal. Gotta wire it, 'cause I have to wire it.
God damn, that boy can sing.
You must be crazy.
He good.
You must be crazy.
In case you can't see clearly, there you go. She's a little wet, but you can see the rod in there. Look at all the black all through here and stuff. So 1 drag solder, 1 wire. Little nub hanging out to straighten that out. Might have some problems here. We'll have to get into that in a bit. I'm tired, my eyeballs hurt, and I need to take a break.
2 hours later.
Okay, this is a Cambion socket. It has Captain tape, so you don't overfill and flow. Made in the USA.
America, fuck yeah! Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah! America, fuck yeah!
This might require a replacement CPU. That's pretty bad. When a steel, let's do bronze. Bronze brush. Bronze brush is not taking it off. Ouch. Ouch. Steel brush. Steel brushes are making it brighter green. Look at that. I guess it's working. Sort of working. Is it working? I don't know. Here's your replacement CPU. Motorola. Mother-freaking-rolla. We'll even give it a tune-up. There's your replacement CPU. Very clean. Cleaner than my crusty ass hands. And with these Cambion sockets, they fit really, really good. Sockets in. This thing, with its 9,000 feet of cable, has wires and crap. I did not do that. And a capacitor and jumpers, and it looks like she's been repaired. It's got a 1988 OCS Agnes, resistors, and alright, I got enough done for now. I'm going to call it an evening. I'll see you guys in a nanosecond. Hello and welcome back to the second day on this 2000. Last night, put the CPU in, new socket, cleaned it, fixed several busted lines. I put the ICD flicker-free video back in. This is an NTSC PAL jumper, and I'm going to go for a test. I've put diagram 121 in, and I have the Amiga Kit DB23 to VGA adapter, which mine's kind of flaking out at times. I also have a Amiga 2000's light. This red light blew up, so I put a super bright blue one in there. That's probably going to be too bright, but we'll plug that in. The hard drive light doesn't matter. Audio, we're going to be going in here and here. RGB is on this, and I've already plugged in my serial cable here that goes to my PC here. For starters, we're going to go in RGB via my Dell monitor, which does 15 kilohertz. This is the contraption of the VGA 31 kilohertz output for the ICD. Great little device. Great device that was. I have one myself somewhere, but I don't have this ribbon. Okay, don't need that. Alright, Amiga 3000 keyboard, doesn't matter, 5-pin. Let's hit it. Where's the power button? There we go. Flickery, flickery. You can't really tell because it's so bright. Diagram. Did we have anything on the monitor? Oh, yes, we do. Hell yeah. We got mouse. We got Amiga again. Woohoo! Yes, sir. This is a 68,000, of course. 1 mega chip. Thank God, because there are 32 girls down here that I did not want to party with. Filter test. Checking for the light, too. Super bright light. Filter works. Now, since this is a Rev 4, when this gets to 1023, it'll say address error. I don't know why. It doesn't like Rev 4s, at least on this version of Diagram. It's supposed to be 1024 bit byte, you know. But when it gets to 1023, it's going to say, address error. Nothing wrong with it. It's just how it works with this version of Diagram on these Rev 4s. We're going to remove just the video out of this monitor. We're going to plug it into this ICD flicker-free video. Oh, that Devoom is whining, I'm sorry. Because it's charging. The flicker-free video is working. Also, Mr. Josh, when I forget, J300 here, right above your Paula, is moved to the right for external type PSU. When I forget and you get a blinky white screen when you plug it into your Amiga on your original power supply, move that back to the left. You can see the test running on the ICD. You'll see it go, bow, 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 bow. There's a line that runs across any second. Now, 1023, did you see it? Address error detected. It's not. It's not an address error. It's fine. Told you. Every single time I do a Rev 4 with this version of Diagram, it does it. My other one doesn't do that. Memory test passed. We'll do ATK in a little bit. We'll do the IRQs. Shouldn't be anything because there's nothing on the bus. Perfect. CIAs should pass fine. This is an NTSC machine. I think it's jumpered in PAL with this little sliced wire. Not sure. CIAs are okay. Let's see what she's in. Let's see. PAL or NTSC? Yeah, she's jumpered in PAL with this wire. Now, the ICD flicker-free video is a little fuzzy for me. Either that's because I've been so ill, my eyeballs don't work well. Let's go back into Amiga Video. Let's try to go back to Amiga Video. A little bigger. Maybe it's just squishing it down a little bit on the ICD. Port test. Parallel port. Good. Serial port. Good. That's the loop back adapters here. You can get them on PCBWay for $5. Jonard Diagram out. Dip chip straightener. RetroRewind.ca. Get yours today. $6. Probably $10 now with the tariffs. And what do we say? Do we get a Kickstart screen or we get nothing? We don't know if this ROM is good. Kickstart 3.1. Another Amiga's been saved. 319 on the ticker. Amiga test kit in DF, whatever it will be. Here's Amiga test kit in PAL on the ICD flicker-free video. Audio we know was perfect. Test all memory on ATK. 2.3, already good. So, yep. Controller ports, left, right. They don't have a middle, up, down, left, right. Button 2. You know, it's a 3-button, but it treats it as button 1, button 2. A doesn't show to work on this thing. Maybe it's start? No, so button 2, button 1, up, down, left, right. A doesn't do anything. Serial parallel we already did. CIA's all good. 49.93 hertz, perfect. Workbench 1.3, and it's ugly orange and blue. There's the boing ball. It's Power Packer library, so it's compressed, meaning you'll see it load in the background in a second. Alright, left Amiga M, and click. There we go. That's your historic boing ball animation. But if you get it right in the right spot, you can click in the corner and quit the program. And that's it. Another Amiga 2000 has been saved. 319. Thank you to each and every one of you guys out there for watching this, checking this out, supporting an old fat guy on a retro computer hobby that not that many people care about. But apparently you do, and I greatly do. It's a great feeling when I am able to save another Amiga. It might go on eBay. It might be at somebody else's house. But somebody's going to own it. And they're going to have an experience like we used to and still do. Thanks for watching. And as always, hope you learned.
Amazing. Drive Chris, keep the Amiga dream alive. Please consider joining the Patreon.
Yo, it's Big Snoop D.O. Double Gears. When people ask me, do I really know Dr. Chris? To which I say, hell yeah, I know him.
Thanks for checking this out. And as Dr. Chris says, thanks for watching, and we hope you learned something.
Wow, that was great. Please consider helping Dr. Chris.
Dr. Chris, he's the best there ever was. I can tell you that personally, besides me, of course.
What do you know from funny, you bastard?